Thirst traps, porn. Welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook.
Damn, that sounded so serious.
You like that? It was. I'm Matt, as always, here with my boy Naeem.
I'm here.
So, thirst trap. Man, I feel like we're too old to even say that word.
It does. It's like one of those Gen Z words.
I'm not even sure what thirst trap even means.
Well, let's go to AI.
Let's go to AI.
All right. AI. What is a thirst trap? Damn, that's fast. A thirst trap is a social media post that is intended to make people sexually interested in the person in the photo. The term is a combination of the words thirst and trap. Duh.
So it's a photo of something sexy.
Yeah.
You know what we called that when we were younger? Remember? You know what it was?
Playboy?
No.
What?
It's not, because it's on Sunday when you got the newspaper, it's the underwear section of the JCPenney ad.
Oh, for sure.
That was our thirst trap.
Or even the Sunday paper. Remember the
80s?
Sunday paper back in the day? It was so big, and
It was 112 pages.
Go right to the Sears section.
That was a thirst trap.
The
apparently.
bra and panty.
And they covered everything. You couldn't see anything. But just the idea that you were seeing it.
Bro, that's the original thirst trap. Bringing it back to the 80s.
It's the original one, man.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we got to tell you, this was a question that came in from a listener that wanted to know about thirst traps and what our thoughts were. And this was a female listener, we should say. We should mention that.
Yep. And it was about thirst traps, and also porn. Is watching porn considered cheating?
Right.
So let's get into this a little bit. We're going to kick this off, though.
Let's open that beer. We just found out that you can't hear it when we crack a beer, but Matt just cracked a beer, and I'm having a little
something here.
Cheers. Looks like water, but
it's not water. It's not water at all.
No. So, all right.
This is a lot here, right? So
it's a loaded one.
Thirst trap. I don't even know where to even. I mean, it's just pictures, right?
Right.
So there's nothing. I don't know what's there. Right.
Anybody who's on Instagram, who's on Facebook, I mean, if you even wait 1 second on a scantily clad photo, or you're scrolling, or you're like, what the heck is that? Now Facebook is going to start feeding you more of that stuff.
Right. And our phones are listening to this, so we're probably going to be on our feed tomorrow morning.
Yep. So wives, if you're listening to this and we're scrolling and you see it, it's because we were talking about it and our phones are right next to us.
So the second half of that, though, is is watching porn cheating?
Right.
Or do you consider it cheating?
Let's take a step back. Would you consider a thirst trap porn? If it's on Instagram or Facebook, where you're not seeing true nudity.
Right.
But
I don't think it's considered porn until you see nudity.
Right.
Like the old Playboys, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that.
So I don't think, thirst trap is necessarily porn. I don't think it is.
No, it's not. And what's unfortunate is that what gets all the clicks, what gets all the likes and the shares are the thirst traps, because they have been able to monetize that stuff.
Correct. And sex sells.
Sex sells. It always has. It always will.
Just like them Sears ads in the 80s, baby.
Yeah. We ain't selling refrigerators and washers over here. Whirlpool. Maytag. Oh my God. What do you think the Maytag guy was doing?
I don't know, man.
Remember you said the commercial where he
the repairman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wonder how many kids he has he doesn't know about.
You think he was hooking up with all the models?
It was that
bra and panty section.
It was that and the milkman, right? Delivering the milk.
Oh yeah. I tell you, there's some kids that don't look like their parents.
What the milkman look like?
Just like the mom, but you sure do look like Mel the milkman.
Mel the milkman. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
no, yeah. I don't think thirst traps are porn. I think they're pictures or images or whatever, and it's on TV, right?
It is. It's on TV more prevalent than ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could watch something on NBC and you could see a naked ass. Or
reminds me, you remember the old scattered Skinamax?
Oh yeah.
With all the scatters, you couldn't see anything, but every once in a while, for half a second, you caught a nipple.
Or you'd pause it
Right.
If you
And
thought
then
you
on the
saw that nipple,
and you can barely see it, but you can kind of make it out if you squint.
just squint your eye just right. Oh my gosh.
There's a nipple.
I'm about to bring it way back.
Uh-oh.
So you remember the cable box that had the dial on it?
Yeah.
And if you stuck the card in the top of it and wiggled it around,
Mm-hmm.
you could get a staticky Playboy channel.
You trick it a little bit.
Trick it just a little bit. But if you squinted just right,
the images were always sideways, like crooked, but you could like turn your head and be like, there it is. And you just pause it.
then you just pause it.
The early days of the thirst trap.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, with thirst traps, no, that's not porn.
I don't think it is at all.
As long as people are making money on it and these I don't want to call them teenagers because you probably, you would hope they're at least 18.
Yeah, sure they are.
Yeah, their dad's proud somewhere.
Absolutely.
But, they're making millions and millions of dollars, so it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Yep.
So the other part of that is what is something collapsing?
I don't know. Is my house falling down?
Do we need to leave? What just happened?
Yeah, let's just keep going. The
All right,
ceiling
fine.
collapses,
Nothing
then
happened. Yeah,
guess what? A
it's
little
fine.
drywall to the dome never hurt.
Yeah, it's fine. Porn. Is it cheating? So I will start with this. I think most of the people watching are men. I don't say all of them. I think most of the viewers of porn are probably men.
Mm-hmm.
More percentage of men than women. I would say that, again, I don't want to speak for all men, but I would say most men do not believe it to be cheating. And I would say there's a portion of women that do and a portion of women that do not. And my thoughts on that are, I think the women that think it's cheating, first of all, are probably a little older in life, or I'm sorry, probably a little younger in life, and probably still trying to figure out who they are. And maybe they see their husband or boyfriend watching porn as he's interested in that girl and not me.
Yeah.
Is a perception.
Yeah. And perception's reality.
Right. For somebody, it is reality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is definitely reality,
Yeah.
man. That's why you have the prevalence of divorce. You got the prevalence of cheating, people chasing that fantasy that they see on the screen.
Right.
You got to remember, these are paid actors.
Correct. It's entertainment business.
And just to back up what you were saying, the majority of porn watchers being men, sex research has found that approximately 87% of men reported using pornography compared to 31% of women.
It's a lot of men. 87%.
That's a lot of men. That's almost all of them.
It's everybody. That's all of us.
That means only 13% of men on this planet don't watch porn.
So with it being that prevalent,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean 87% of men in the world are cheating on their wives or girlfriends?
Hell no.
Right.
Nope. Not at all.
No. I think, and some of it again on the women's side is, this is what I would say to women that are threatened by porn or see it as objectifying women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why they think it's cheating. It's objectifying women.
What? Careful.
What's that? What happened?
I think you're about to step on a landmine.
I already stepped. I think we stepped in this landmine.
Yeah,
you're on this boat together.
I'm not guilty by association.
No men are leaving this Titanic. We're both going down. It's fine. I just the women that are. I'm not saying they are, but I think there's a idea that women think that porn objectifies women.
Yeah,
and that's why they don't like it. My counter to that would be a couple things. Number one, there's men in those videos too.
Sure.
Right. And number two, and I would challenge women that kind of have that thought as, okay, it's objectifying women. Did you happen to watch that Magic Mike movie?
Oh boy.
I'm just saying.
Here he goes.
So there's no, there's sex in movies. It's obviously not the same thing.
Right.
But what's that do for, that's objectifying men, right?
Yeah.
But is it the same thing or not?
But oh God.
I know.
This is such a topic, man, because
I know.
And you brought up something to me in our little pre-show talk.
Yeah, that's right. We have pre-show meetings now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're that big.
We're big. But about the other thing you said, there was Magic Mike, and then there was another thing.
Yeah. So that was more of, okay, yes. So that was more of leading back to the thirst trap. and some kind of porn. So the other thing is, what about the 50 Shades of Grey series, the book and the movie? Right,
a lot of people said that was porn for women.
right. The book. There, how many romantic novels are there in the market?
Yeah.
So there's not pictures in them, right?
Nope.
Playboy has pictures.
Mm-hmm.
50 Shades of Grey has very graphic description.
So you have to use your imagination.
You have to use your imagination.
Huh.
If I'm looking at a Playboy, I'm seeing a picture.
No thought involved there?
Correct.
You're giving me everything?
Right.
Everything
but
right
if
there.
I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey,
ooh boy,
I am now picturing things and I am thinking about things.
Right.
And you're right. I did hear a lot of people said that 50 Shades of Grey was porn for women.
Man.
So I would challenge, what's the difference? Is 50 Shades, is your wife or your girlfriend reading 50 Shades of Grey or watching the series and thinking about what she's thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
old Christian Grey? Isn't that his name? I didn't read the damn book,
know.
but
I didn't either.
I think it was Christian Grey.
I think so. Is that cheating?
Well, here, since you already stepped on a landmine, I'm filming over here to save you. Pretty sure I'm going to step on one myself, and we're both going to be fucked. I told
you, there's nobody getting off this Titanic.
No, we're going down with this shit, baby. Oh my gosh, damn, lost my train of thought. But yeah, I would say women feel that sex is more of an emotional connection.
Yes,
right?
100%.
And I listen, I'm not absolving myself. I'm not saying I'm not emotionally connected to my wife or anything like that.
Right.
But in the generally speaking,
right,
women have that emotional connection. So if you are reading something and you're having this emotional reaction to it,
right, yeah,
is that cheating?
Boy, you did step on a land.
Boom!
I didn't step off the landmine. You did. I'm still standing on it, wondering how I'm going to get off this thing.
Oh my gosh!
Women are emotional creatures. You're correct. So when they're watching this, men watching porn are not emotionally attached to it. And why are men watching porn? Who knows, right?
Who knows, man?
Is it the fantasy of it? Is it the particular type of woman? Is it a particular situation? I don't know. I would also say men watching porn, I would take it a step further. There's men in there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is your husband, are you considering him gay for watching it? If he's watching man on woman porn versus woman on woman? Or do you even think of it that way? You catch your man, if you catch your husband or boyfriend watching porn and he's watching a man and a woman, your thought process is, the woman's objectified, you're cheating on me. Well, there's a man in that movie too.
Right.
Right. I don't know.
This is murky water.
It's murky water. And I think it's something that people ultimately have to decide for themselves. But to kind of bring everything full circle, I think most men do not believe it is cheating.
Right. I would agree with that. Most men probably don't.
Now,
and
women,
I would say that
I don't know.
Unless you're a woman who watches porn, then
with your man.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that do that.
There is a lot of people that do that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'll go ahead and throw myself out there because I know everyone's burning question right now is, well, do you two watch porn?
Yeah, of course it is. Sure.
Yeah. So I will say, yes. Have I? Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in the 87%.
Right. Me
Listen,
too.
It's not a multi-billion-dollar industry for nothing. It's not just you and me.
Right. You're right. Right.
There's, they're making a lot of money out there and that's the reason. Have I? Yes. Do I anymore? No. Because I just don't, I don't have a desire to anymore. I don't either. I've, moving on.
I think that's probably enough of that. That's enough of that.
Right. I think we dug a hole.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's pretty deep, but no, we would love to hear what you guys have to think about that. I mean, you can email the show, midlife play book podcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
I said it wrong on the last podcast. It is not Midlife Playbook Show.
Oh.
It is Midlife.
I said the same thing.
Playbook podcast@gmail.com. That's my fault. because I told you what to say.
So definitely continue to message us. We would love to hear more input. We would love to do a follow-up episode of this or of any episode we've done. Yeah, send us questions, send us comments, and we'd love to do some follow-ups. We'll continue to answer them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And don't forget to like, rate, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do on your platform. That helps us get
All
our
the
reach out there a
things.
little bit more.
There's one thing, the last couple minutes here before we wrap it up, I wanted to talk a little bit about, this is completely off topic of anything, but we talked about it in our pre-meeting.
Well, thank goodness we're getting off this topic.
We're done with that topic.
We were uncomfortable with this, by the way. I just want to say,
wasn't our favorite episode.
If people are listening and you want to know our thoughts on something, please let us know. We both kind of looked at each other and said, "Wow, loaded question."
Yep. And by the way, we do have another question that we're going to go over maybe in a future episode that's fairly loaded too. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, how we as men dress ourselves versus how our wives would like us to dress. Now, let me say this. Let me just say this. Whenever we are out together, the four of us are in our friend group, Mr. Naeem here, the man, the myth, the legend, is always dressed to the nines. He looks very sharp.
I appreciate that.
So, with that being said, how much of that is you and how much of that is your wife?
87%, it's my wife.
Okay.
13% me. That's
okay.
a real number.
And with me.
Wait, did you not catch the 87%?
I did catch the 87%. I didn't think we were talking about that anymore. I didn't think.
No.
It was not lost on me.
Joking, no. I will say it may not be 87%, but I will say that my wife does a great job of putting me on to different trends.
Okay.
That I otherwise wouldn't.
We have no idea about that stuff, right?
No clue.
Right.
She had me buy a fedora the other day.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, no way in hell.
Right.
I put it on. I was like,
rocked it, didn't you?
Huh.
Yeah.
This ain't so bad.
We don't know because, for me, I'm way on the other end of the spectrum of that. So when we go out, if I'm looking good, it's because my wife 100% dressed me.
What did you buy recently, though? This was a few months ago. You came in. You were high stepping. You were a couple inches taller.
Oh, my boots.
Yeah.
I got some square toes. I did do that on my own.
My man was looking like a real cowboy out there.
I did do that on my own.
That's awesome.
Whenever we're out and like, man, you're looking good. Well, that's 100% my wife.
Yeah.
I have never been big into fashion. I couldn't tell you what's in, what isn't in. The biggest kind of disagreement my wife and I have is I am 1000% willing to wear shorts every day of the year.
Even in the winter.
I think when we first met, we would go out as a group.
Yeah.
And you would see me in shorts in February.
Yeah. I remember saying it because I'd come home and I was like, hey, it's 20 degrees out. Did you see Maddie's in shorts and a polo? Yeah.
And that's what I'm comfortable in because I am hot-blooded. I run hot all the time. I am sleep with the window open in the winter guy.
Yeah.
And a fan on. So for me, my comfort level is shorts all the time. My wife ain't having it.
Right.
She's always
time
like,
and a place,
right.
Yeah.
Well, and she's like, why don't you dress like a grown-up tonight? And it's not shorts season.
Right.
I'm like, it's always short season.
It's always short season. Just let me be.
It's always short season.
And
we're in the
that's
Midwest
fine.
in Ohio. How many times you see a dude in January in a hoodie and shorts going to the gas station, right?
Plenty of times.
Yes.
Plenty of times. I'm guilty of it. If I'm coming home from the gym and it was 8 degrees yesterday.
Right. Shorts.
Shorts and a hoodie. But I'm outside literally for 15 seconds.
Yeah. So for me, my cold tolerance is a little high. I can be in the cold. Like we were shoveling this last bit of snow we had. We're all out shoveling the driveway.
Please don't say you were in shorts.
I was 100% in shorts.
Oh.
And I was out there shoveling like my whole driveway in shorts. And I was fine. I had a hoodie and shorts.
Not even a jacket?
Not even a jacket.
Gloves?
No gloves.
What's wrong with you?
I had my hood up. Does that help?
Sure.
So
that's great. That's great. Speaking of being hot blood and cold.
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about the heater that you have at your feet. Jesus Christ.
We're in the basement.
I know, it's great.
It's 20-something
I have
degrees
a hoodie
outside.
on right now and I'm hot.
Well, I don't have a t-shirt on.
I'm wearing sweatpants and I shouldn't have. Yeah. But here I am.
All right.
So it's just funny, you know, the men in general are just kind of like, about fashion. For me personally, I will speak to myself on this one. I have never been hip to what's hip. She has to tell me.
Yeah.
You know, so anytime you see me wearing something that's out of my character and you're like, man, you're looking sharp. Yeah, it wasn't me. Just know it was my wife saying, this is going to look good on you. I want you to wear it. Okay.
That's it.
The boots were me.
The boots were you, but the boots are fly. I like the boots,
were me.
It makes Everything you else? Like 6'7", and
yeah, well, you know,
that's a solid foot taller than me. But you know, I mean, I don't feel like very confident standing next to you. You're starting to make me wear my cowboy boots more often.
Yours look nice. Yours are like gator boots or something.
What is
that? What they are?
Shit. Lizard.
Oh man, they're nice. They're beautiful, beautiful boots.
Appreciate it.
Beautiful,
appreciate it. Those were all me.
Those were all you.
Those were all me.
Nice.
I did do that, but I will tell you, based on the way we dressed, it just says that we respect our wives enough to let them dress us appropriately. You know,
yeah, we'll go with that.
We know our strengths and our weaknesses.
Yeah,
right?
we'll go with that.
Dude, I'm just trying to patch it up from the first segment.
There is no patching.
Don't talk about it.
That ship sank. You're the one that brought 87%. My wife. For me,
I think we're
done here for the day. We're done here for the day. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next time.